everybody, Kristen Cronin, Director of Education for ActivMotion Bar, and we're going to use the ball today. So Donna has the 3-pound ActivMotion bar. I'm going to work in bringing the ball into a thoracic position, so mid-back position. I'm going to have her slowly roll down to the mat. I'm going to place the ball, come all the way down, place the ball in the mid-back or thoracic spine. Move up just a little bit, and then we're going to bring it down. Yep, kind of right around if, for my ladies where your bra line would be at. So from here, we're going to bring the bar overhead. I'm going to have her work on a thoracic opener. So as she inhales, lengthen and open through that thoracic spine. And on the exhale, a little chest lift up. So she's stabilizing her cervical vertebrae, and we're really working to mobilize the thoracic spine here. Again, Donna has a great range, so your range or your client's range may be limited, and that's okay. So moving within the range of motion that's really appropriate for your own body. And this is an abdominal engagement exercise, but I really want the focus to be about the thoracic spine and the movement there, creating movement as you move through with your breath. So we're going to add in a little oblique rotation with this, using a little shift of the active resistance of the bar. So as she comes up, I'm going to have her tip and tilt, working into obliques. Yep. Inhale again, open into that mobilization, and then exhale into that closure on the other side. Perfect, beautiful. Now you bring it back up, and then we're going to come back into center. I'm going to actually move the ball position, so I'm going to have her roll up. I'm going to bring the ball away and have her roll back down. I'm going to have her lift into bridge really quick so I can place that ball underneath the hips. So I'm bringing it right underneath the most stable point of the pelvis here. We're going to bring the bar across the hips. Perfect. And this creates a lot of instability for this core sequence here, so bring the legs up into tabletop. Again, she's pressing down to the hips, creating some counter pressure in the center, engagement through the core, and we're going to go into single leg stretch. So inhale, we're going to lengthen one leg out long from the hip towards the working point. Exhale, bend the knees as you bring it back to that tabletop position. Then we're going to alternate the legs. So you're going to inhale, lengthen, and then using an exhalation or your natural breath pattern to move through here. Good. So you're moving to a working point that allows you to stay neutral through your spine and really comfortable but engaged through your core. Perfect. Now we're going to bring a little more challenge here as we progress this movement. Legs come back to tabletop and extend towards the ceiling. Now we're going to bring that bar up onto the thighs to create some counter pressure here. Perfect. And then again, anchor through the core here, anchoring through the back. This is very challenging. We're going to lower one leg down to a working point. Lots of instability, as you can see, and then bringing it back up. So you're always connected with one leg to the bar. It's helping to stabilize through the center here. Good. You repeat those a couple times, but we're going to bring it back in, place the legs down on the ground. Perfect. I'm going to have her lift the hips up slightly. I'm going to remove that ball out, and we're going to go through a little instability and a bridge challenge. I'm going to place that ball right underneath her foot. Good. Within the line of her leg and hip. We're going to take the bar again to the assessment point across the hips. So I'm going to have you place it across the hips. She's at a parallel grip. This is a great exercise here because we're bringing the bar in to assess what's happening in the pelvis and in the body. We're going to work to float that active resistance in the center as we move through this bridge sequence. So taking an inhale or using your breath, you're going to exhale or natural breath pattern as you lift. Go ahead, hold at the top here for a moment, and let's just really check in here. Are you feeling it? Yeah, so this is a really unique way to bring some instability into a bridge or some challenge into your bridge sequences. And then we're going to slowly lower back down. Again, you could articulate or hinge through this bridge. It just depends on what you want to do and the condition or quality of your movement and your spine mobility. So we're going to bring it all the way back up one more time. Good. At the top here, I'm going to have her just do a little bit of a shift and tilt through the obliques and through the hips. So just a little rotation, let the obliques activate and the hips and back line of the body activate. This is a great strengthener, and then shift to the other side. Good. Bring it back to center and then slowly lower it back down. Thanks for joining us.